Hello everyone, my name is Tone Tai, and today I'll be doing the business presentation for Wolf Natural Group. But before I introduce the business and talk about the company, I would like to go over some business concepts with you. What I want to start off with is talking about the four quadrants. An author of Robert Kiyosaki, he wrote a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad, which talks about how Americans fall into four categories in terms of making money. Either you are an employee, you are self-employed, you are a business owner, or you are an investor. Let's talk about the first quadrant, employees. Being an employee is basically 95% of the United States. Society and our parents teaches us that we go to school, graduate from a good college, get employed to a good company, find a good wife, get married, right? Continue to work for this company until you retire, take 2 weeks vacation out of the year, right? So pretty much becoming an employee is you are making a corporation rich or building someone else's dream, right? The bottom line is you are a slave. The reason why I can say that you're a slave is because they determine, you have to ask for permission when to take vacation. They determine where you live, right? What kind of car you drive. Pretty much they determine what your living lifestyle is about. So those people who don't want to become a slave, they decide to be self-employed. They want to work for themselves. So being self-employed, a good example of being self-employed is a restaurant owner, right? They go ahead and open the doors early in the morning. They work really hard until it's time to close, and they're working, can work 12 to 14, 15-hour shifts a day, right? And of course, if you want to make more money, you got to keep the doors open, and you have to work longer hours. So here, you can definitely make more money, but there's something that you have to give up, which is time. Okay, so on this left side quadrant right here, you are basically a slave to money, right? You're giving up your time for money. So what we want to do in our business is we are a business owner, right? Let me give you a good example of what a business owner is, okay? You've heard of a company called McDonald's, right? Do you ever see the owner there flipping burgers or at the cash register? Not, right? So that means he has time. So you don't see him there. And do you think his McDonald's is making money? Of course he's making money. But let me ask you this question, okay? How much do you think McDonald's costs? You'd be surprised that it costs about approximately 1.5 million to start your McDonald's franchise. So becoming a business owner, like I mentioned earlier, gives you time and money, okay? This is pretty much the holy grail. Just imagine that you can have time to spend with your family and also making money. Would you be interested if I told you it would cost you only $100 to give you time and money? Of course you would be, right? So, as I mentioned earlier, right, owning a McDonald's costs $1.5 million. I surely don't have that type of money, and I'm sure you don't as well. So let me go ahead and move on to the last quadrant, which is the investor. So once you do have time and money, and you have extra money, you can invest your money and put it into some type of money management. You would earn more money, right? So basically, you earn money while you sleep. So on the right side of the quadrant, money is a slave to you. Right, so this brings me to my next point, the 5 wants that everyone has. The first want is time, okay? There are 3 types of time, right? You can either buy time, sell time, or invest in time, right? The second item is health. One is financial health. Second is mental health. And last is physical health. Okay, number 3 is family. You have your intermediate family, and then you have your extended family. Number 4 is lifestyle. And lastly, which is important to a lot of people, is significant. So let me go over this into more detail. Let's go talk about time, right? You can either buy time, sell time, or invest time. Buying time. Pretend you have a lawn, right, and you need to mow, right? Instead of spending your time, 1 or 2 hours to mow the lawn, you could pay someone $10, right, to mow the lawn for you. So now you buy that 1 or 2 hours so you can spend time with your family or do whatever you want. Okay, that's buying time. The second thing is selling your time, right? How much is your time worth, right? If you had an option, right, for your time to be worth $5, $50, or $500, which one would you pick? For me, I will pick the $500, right? I want my time, I want to sell my time as much as possible, right? The doctors, the lawyers, right? They invest their time in education, doing a lot of trials, and doing a lot of studying to get where they're at. And you're willing to pay the big money for the doctors and lawyers, right? So same thing for us, right? We need to invest in time to make us valuable for our time, right? So in this business, you need to invest in some time to make yourself valuable. The second thing I want to talk about is health. Financial health is very, very important. The reason why is we know that divorce rate, right, especially in America, people who are divorced tend to be not doing well financially, right? So just imagine this. If you do not have money to pay your rent for 1 month, do you think you'll be okay? Most likely you'll have some savings, so you'll be okay. But what if it's 3 months? Or what if it's 6 months and you don't have money to pay for the rent? What will happen to you mentally, right? So mentally, you're gonna be stressed out, you're gonna start getting sick, and eventually what's gonna happen is that it's gonna physically damage you, right? You're gonna be tired, you're gonna gain weight, everything you can possibly think of, something bad is going to happen to you. So financial health is very, very important. And here at WFG, right, we will teach you how to make money, right? So you don't have to go through, the mental stress and getting physically unhealthy. The third item I want to talk about is family, right? You're familiar with intermediate family, which is your brother, sister, mom, dad, uncle, that kind of stuff. So I won't talk too much about that, but what I want to talk about is extended family. Extended family you can think of is like Facebook, right? I met you today, so I add you as my friend. And once you join my friend, right, you get to see all my friends list. And you go ahead and add my friends on there, and then you build a worldwide web network, right? Same thing with our business, right? You bring in someone into the business, you will introduce your friends and family to us, right? Then I will get to know them, and then we build a network, right? Why do you think extended family is important? Because networking is in general is important. Now that I know you, right, the next time your car breaks down and I see you on the highway that need help, I will most likely pull over and help you out because I know you, right? And I'm hoping vice versa as well. Now you know who I am, right? If my car were to break down, now you'll know who I am, so to help me out. And at the same time, we can leverage each other, right? What if I need advice on taxes? What if I need advice on the law and that kind of stuff? Well, our business is great. We have a lot of people who do taxes, who knows about the law, who are in the IT field. Pretty much every field you could think of, you can leverage. You can ask them for help, right? So in this business, definitely you can build an extended family, and they'll make you feel like it'll make you a lot better in terms of if you need help out there. The fourth thing I want to talk about is lifestyle. Okay, in this business, right, it does take some time and to invest, right? But eventually, right, your time and investment into this business will build you a great lifestyle. Let me ask you this, right? At your current situation, do you have an opportunity, if you wanted to, right, fly to Paris, right, to eat a hamburger and fly back? Most likely not, right? Because it wouldn't make sense for us to do that, right? It will just waste a flight ticket, waste our time. But people in this business who work hard, right, now have the ability to do whatever they want. They have this lifestyle, right? Whether they choose to or not. My point I want to get at is lifestyle is what we're kind of after, right? Right now, that if you're working for a company, right, your lifestyle is if you want to take vacation off, you have to ask for permission. Well, in this business, you don't have a manager or a boss to ask you around. If you want to take 2 weeks off, you can, right? So the lifestyle is really important, right? And WFG can provide this lifestyle for you. And lastly, and for a lot of people, is to be significant. I know that you can donate money to charities. You can, what do you call it? Well, besides donating money, right? You could kind of donate your time. But just imagine, right? If there was a tsunami in a third world country, right? Instead of just donating money, right? Just imagine yourself being able to fly out there, right? Because you have the time and the money to actually help out, physically see with your own eyes besides seeing pictures of it, right? Don't you think that was more significant than just donating money because you don't have the time? Well, with this business, right, if you're willing to put in the time and effort, right, you can build a great financial security for your family, so that you can have the time, right, to be able to be significant and be able to go out to those charities and give not only money but your time, and you can see for yourself how it grew and blossomed. So those are the 5 wants that I want to bring up to you that our business can offer for you. And now I'll go into the company. Hopefully you can see this. So who are we? We are Transamerica. And if you don't know Transamerica, if you live in San Francisco, that building right next to Chinatown, that is pretty much who we are. That is the parent company of us, right? So the grandfather company, which is Aegon, is located in Netherlands. They are about over $500 billion in U.S. assets, and they decided they want a footprint in America. So they went ahead and purchased Transamerica, right? Transamerica needed a marketing arm, so that's where we come in. We're World Financial Group, right? We do all the marketing for them, right? But the great thing about us, right, is we do not only provide Transamerica products. We also provide 200 other company products out there, right? So we are a kind of broker-dealer. So what we do for families, right, is we help people save, we help them with protection, we help them with retirements, and we have a list of other companies like Nationwide, Prudentials, those other companies. Let me go over the business opportunity. So like again, we help people with savings, right? We help people with protection, which is life insurance. We help people with retirement. So this way, people have peace of mind besides the 401k or the pension, or Social Security. They don't have to rely on those anymore, right? There's a fourth option for them. And also, like I mentioned earlier, we help them with not just one company, but over 200 different companies. Okay, one thing that we are different than other companies, we provide solutions, right? We will sit down with a family, we will go over the finance and make suggestions on what they can do to save, right? And we don't just provide life insurance. A lot of people think, oh, you guys are life insurance, but life insurance has evolved, right? Not only are the life insurance product pure life insurance, but they are much more than that, right? They have cash value. And at the same time, we also offer security products, right? Like IRAs and 401k and that kind of stuff, or college savings. We offer all that as well. one thing different from us and from other companies, right, is that we are client oriented, right? There is no quotas that we have to do. We don't have to sell, 10 policies a month or anything like that. So we are focused on the client. While other companies, right, I won't name any names, but they definitely have quotas, right? Whether you need the product or not, they need to sell something, so they will definitely make it, even though you may not need the product, they will try to sell you that you do need the product, right? And the lastly thing is we do educational approach, right? The thing about our business is once you do join our business, right, we want you to learn about the products yourselves, and we want you to make your own decisions that these are great products for you and your family, that you can benefit from it, right? It gives value for yourself first before you decide to share this information with other people. So the great thing about this business opportunity is we have a market, right? And for this, right? And we have product service. And the great thing, right, that I want to mention earlier about McDonald's, right, is that once you do buy the franchise, right, you're taken to McDonald's school. They take you 2 weeks and they have a system in place, right? You don't have to literally know anything. Basically, they have a system for you to just follow step by step, right? Kind of same thing here in Wolf Financial Group, right? You don't have to be a professional salesperson or anything like that, right? We have a system in place. You just need to follow the system to do well. And profitability, right? I'm not sure if you know, but being being an agent is very, very profitable. And I'll briefly go over a compensation plan with you later on and how doable is this, right? And I will explain how doable it will be for you. So let's go over the market, okay? So if you can kind of see this right here, pretty much our focus market is not the 5% who are super wealthy, right? They have their own money management people, right, to take care of them. So those are not our market target. And then the other 5% is the very poor people, right? These are the people that are living paycheck to paycheck and really don't have extra funds to do anything else, right, besides paying their bills. So the other 90% of the people are middle class, like you and myself, right? These are the people who we want to go out and help, right? So like I mentioned earlier, we have a system in place, right? It costs $100 to join a business. You get a franchise code, right? You become a client, right? Because you're gonna learn, you can educate yourself and realize that, wow, I didn't know this before. You're gonna be a client, right? And then you can do a referral, right? You go there, you tell your friends and family, right? But if you want to make income, right, you need to get licensed, and you can do this part-time, right? Get your license, right? Do the referrals and make extra money, right? So once you realize that you are earning income, right? And the great thing about this business is also you can write off a lot of taxes because you have a license now, right? And eventually, once you are making the same amount of money as your current job, right, you can decide to do this full-time and eventually do this lifetime, okay? And now I'll go over to a little bit on the profitability side, okay? So in this example, we are helping 4 families a month, which is helping 1 family a week, right? So for your commission, right, as an associate, so there are 5 levels in this business, right? We can, once you come and join in with us, we will help you become associate right away, right? So this is just assuming that you are associate level, helping 4 families a month. Your monthly commission is going to be $4,000, right? So your yearly will be $48,000. So that's just helping 4 families a month. So just imagine if you're going to help more than 4 families, right? And as you get promoted throughout the way, your commission level increases. So for the same amount of work, right, for a senior marketing director, right, you almost double the amount, right? So it might take you a while. It can be as fast as 6 to 12 months, but it can maybe take you 2 years to become senior marketing director, right? But once you become there, right, for the same amount of efforts, you will be making a lot more, right? But earlier, as I mentioned to you, right, being a business owner, you can have time and money. So just imagine, right, in this business, you bring your friends and family into the business, right, and they're they're your business partners, right? So just imagine you're sick and you couldn't work for a week, but then your friends and families are still doing the business. So as they're doing the business, right, you have something called overrides, right, that you can earn from them. So this example down here is you are a senior marketing director and you're helping 4 families and you have 5 people under you. So your commission, right, from your business partners will give you 16,174, right? And your yearly income will be 194,000. And the last example is basically you're a senior marketing director and each team member helps 4 families per month, right? So you earn something called override, right? So your monthly income will be 23,450 and your yearly income is 281,000. I know it sounds a lot, right? But this is very achievable. There are people in this business who have done it, right? And the great thing about this business is our products, we get renewals. Let me give you a good example, right? You pay for car insurance, correct? Right? So what you may or may not know is that once you pay your premium for car insurance a year, right? The next year, when you have to repay that premium, the agent that helped you out will get a renewal. Well, the great thing about us is we have a renewal as well, right? As long as you help out the customer, right? They're happy with your service, they're going to renew their policy, and then you will earn that yearly income. So that's the residual income for you, right? And another great thing about this business, right, is once you build up a big team and a big business for yourself, right? And for whatever reason, if you wanted to quit and decide to give up the business, you can give the business to your children, right? Under 2 conditions. One is they're at least 18 years old and then they're licensed. So how doable is this business? So it does cost $100 for administration fees, right? I mean, to be honest with you, the education alone that you get, right, is more than $100, right? So basically, not everyone is qualified. You need to have a clean record, right? No felony, no misdemeanor, no investment fraud, right? And then you will get your code, your franchise code. And like I mentioned earlier, with this code, you can give it to your family if you ever decide to quit, right? What will happen once you do pay the $100 is you get all the training, right? We have trainings on Tuesdays, right, to help you with the business, and on Saturdays on the products, right? We will teach you everything you need to know about the different type of life insurance, what's out there, the annuities, pretty much here are the list of courses, right? We teach you about insurance, we teach you investments, what things are taxable, tax deferred, and tax advantage. We teach you about debt and liability, right? Taxes, Social Security, long-term care, all these classes, right? That will benefit you and your family first, right? That's what we want to do, right? We definitely do the educational approach. You come into business, we will share this knowledge with you, all for $100, right? And lastly, if you want to make some extra income, right, you need to get licensed, right? Get your life license, you can start doing referrals and make 50% of all your referrals, right? So pretty much this is the business opportunity for World Financial Group, right? Definitely I've been in this business for over 4 months now, and it's probably one of the best decisions I made. So let's go ahead and get started.